What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. This is the Team Mock Draft Series. We are on episode 3. We taking a trip out to the desert. We going to Arizona. We taking over the Cardinals organization. This is difficult for me because I have to do this as an unbiased football content creator, expert, analysis, whatever you want to call it. And I'm a Niners fan, but I'm gonna do it unbiasedly. I'm gonna do them right because that's what we do here at Mo's Knows. But we in Arizona, we taking over for the Cardinals. Let's jump right in. So we're gonna select the Cardinals. We won all 7 rounds. We have 8 picks in this draft. Now it's possible there could be some trading. Now with a lot of these team mock drafts, I don't like to do any trading just because it is so unpredictable. And maybe later on, if we get different news, or even if you, the fan, say, hey, try trading that number 3 overall pick, trade back and see what you can get. Then maybe we'll come in and we'll do a 2.0 of the Cardinals, and we'll see what a draft would look like with trades. But for the initial videos, we're not going to do any trading. We're just going to go through with the picks that they have and see what kind of draft haul we can get for the team. So we got Cardinals. We want fast draft speed. We won all 7 rounds. We're going to enter the draft. We know the first 2 teams are taking quarterbacks. We don't care. We have our quarterback. So we just want to see how it shakes. Bryce Young first, CJ Stroud 2. Now we're on the clock at 3. Could we go Jalen Carter? Absolutely. Feel like his draft stock has plummeted. You know, not performing at the combine, not performing well at his pro day, came in overweight. I think he was 8 or 9 pounds than what he weighed at the combine, which was only a couple weeks ago. Now, granted, I'm sure that weight is probably from stress, you know, being arrested, having to deal with the legal issues, things of that nature. But it does show teams a lack of focus, a lack of dedication to your craft, to your body. You know you're a part of this process, right? And then the off the field stuff with the illegal racing. Yes, it could be selective outrage. Yes, it could be, you know, a prisoner of the moment and what happened recently. But not too long ago, the Las Vegas Raiders drafted Henry Ruggs. And one bad decision, speeding in his vehicle, caused an accident, cost the life of a driver. Now Henry Ruggs is out of the league. So if you're speed racing in your car, going hundreds of miles above this, not hundreds, that's an exaggeration, but going miles and miles over the speed limit and rate, that shows a lack of good decision making. And teams notice this. So I don't feel that the Cardinals are going to use the number 3 overall draft pick on Jalen Carter. Had none of this happened, it very well could happen. He very well could be the 3rd overall pick. I think this team does go defense. I think they have to find an edge rusher. They have to get after the passer. Will Anderson Jr. is here. Will Anderson Jr. is the pick. Okay, the Cardinals do not have another 1st round pick, so we are on the clock again. Pick number 34 here in the 2nd round. Offensive line is definitely a need to look at. So guard, center, definitely options that we need to look at. We moved on from Rodney Hudson. At guard, we have Josh Jones, Will Henderson, Marquise Hayes. Now, I mean, I like Marquise Hayes. I think you drafted Marquise Hayes a year ago. Yes, 7th round in 2022. So he's still developing, right? But I think you need to go offensive line. Now, unfortunately, the best offensive line on the board is a tackle. Or are you going to move Kelvin Beachum or DJ Humphries inside? I don't know. I don't know if you go that route here. Are you going to move DeJuan Jones inside? Because you're not going to move Harrison inside. Maybe you do, but I think that is counterintuitive to who he is as a player and could probably stunt his growth and development a little bit. Edge is a need. Again, we already got it. We could go edge again, but I don't think we'll waste 2 picks in a row on that. Here's a situation where maybe you do see a trade. Corner is a need, and I see Emmanuel Forbes here on the board. That's definitely an option. Steve Avila, guard from TCU, could be the pick here. I mean, you need a guard. He looks like the best guard that's on the board right now. I mean, average draft position is 49. Who wants to trade with us? The Seahawks, and we moved back to 37. Look, I said I wasn't going to do any trades, and now I'm looking at trades. Or 51. But see, they also need a guard or a center. So what if they trying to trade up with us? See, nope. The devil is a liar. They trying to trick me. I'm going to go Steve Avila right here because we need a guard. We need to shore up this offensive line. We have a quarterback in Kyler Murray. We have Marquise Brown and Rondell Moore and Zach Ertz and James Conner at our running back. You know, positions where we want to add depth to. We want to get better. But we have to protect our quarterback. That's number one. He is a smaller quarterback. He is a mobile quarterback. So he's already going to put himself in harm's way once he gets out of the pocket, scrambles, and, you know, tries to gain additional yards. We cannot have him also be afraid for his life standing in the pocket. So I'm going to go Steve Avila here at 34 because it is a position of need. You can either go need or you can go best player available. Best player available was a tackle. We could have gotten the tackle, but we already have 2 tackles in place. Yes, you want to look towards the future. But if Steve Avila can come in and start now and give you production now as opposed to sitting Anton Harrison on the bench, I feel like that's a better option there. And we can go Matthew Bergeron if we want to go tackle and get a guy who can be our swing now and develop him for the future. We can get Matthew Bergeron right here and be really, really solid. But we also need a center. Again, we let go of Rodney Hudson, excuse me. So Luke Weipler here at 66. It's a great option. Look, this isn't a sexy draft. I said I was going to do right by the Cardinals organization. They have to face the number 1 defense in the league twice a year. So, yeah, I understand that Kyler Murray is a really, really good quarterback. He's fast. He's elusive. He gets out of the pocket. But if he's not healthy, or if he's not able to run the offense because he's running for his life, trying to get away from Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead and Javon Hargrave, who we just signed, and a blitzing Dre Greenlaw, or a blitzing Fred Warner, or a Cleveland Farrell, a Drake Jackson, the Seahawks defense is pretty solid, and they're going to likely draft a pass rusher at 5 or somewhere. And they have 2 first-round picks, so either at 5 or 20, they're going to get a pass rusher. No matter what's happening with the Rams, they still got to block Aaron Donald. So while it's not sexy to get a guard and a center with back-to-back picks, you got to protect your investment. You got to be able to make sure that Kyler Murray can run the offense, control time of possession by keeping the ball, and you only do that by having a solid offensive line, a solid foundation up front. They haven't really attacked that position in free agency, so I feel like they want to attack it in the draft, and you do that by getting those 2 guys there. Okay, now we're back on the clock at pick number 96 here in the 3rd round. Corner is a need. Again, we have Marquise Brown, we have Rondell Moore, we have Farrell Cooper. I think Nathaniel Dell is kind of a Rondell Moore type. I don't think we need another one of those. Corner is a need. We definitely did just lose Byron Murphy via free agency. So we're going to have to replenish that from an inside and outside. So Byron last year proved that he could play outside, but he was used a lot more often on the inside at nickel. I think Hodges Tomlinson can play both as well. I think he can come in early and give you a lot of production at the nickel. And if you need him to move outside, he can play outside as well. Again, replacing a strength with a strength. I'm going Travis Hodges Tomlinson here at 96. And then we're back on the clock at 105. More than likely, DeAndre Hopkins is not coming back to this team. So we could go big wide receiver. 6'2", 209, Michael Wilson from Stanford. You know, Marquise is small, Rondell is small. Maybe get a bigger body wide receiver here. Michael Wilson. Definitely an option. 3-4 defense. So Moro Ojomo may not be a solid option as far as a nose tackle. Maybe we could put him at one of the end spots. His teammates should still be on this board though. Keandre Coburn, and that'll give us some much needed depth at nose tackle. Keandre Coburn here. Yeah, linebacker is cool. We got Majai, we got Zaven, we got Kaiser, we got Isaiah. Linebacker's cool. We just got a corner. We may look for another corner later. Jalen Thompson, Buda Baker. Maybe a backup safety. So Ronnie Hickman is here. Jaquelin Roy. He also a nose tackle? No. 6'4", 315. Traditional 3 tech. I mean, you could look at Isaiah McGuire as well. Rusher off the edge, 6'4", 275. Maybe he could be that, left end in this 3-4. He's got the size. Yeah, so you get Will Anderson. Probably put him at either the Will or the Sam, because you got Majai and you got Cameron Thomas. So if you go Majai, Zaven, Isaiah, Will Anderson, and then you take Isaiah McGuire and put him on either side of Rashad Lawrence, I think that's solid. So now you got the possibility of Majai rushing, Will Anderson rushing, and then Isaiah McGuire rushing. I like that at 105. I like that one. So 105, 3 more picks, 168, 180, and 213 are left. We could go running back. Some depth behind James Conner, Corey Clement, Keontae Ingram, Tyson Williams. Those guys are not, crazy names. Depth at linebacker, we could go Cam Jones behind Collins and Simmons. I mean, we have Kaiser White. I think we're looking for depth here. Got Zach Ertz and Trey McBride, so we really don't need much help here from the tight end perspective. What other receivers are here? Ronnie Bell from Michigan. Jake Bobo from UCLA. Matt Landers from Arkansas. Elijah Higgins, Justin Shorter. Actually might be looking at Higgins a little later. Keaton Mitchell could be a really good option here. I'm going to go Cam Jones, though. Let's just get some depth at linebacker, some continued depth. Maybe Kaiser White doesn't work out as we planned. Get some depth there. 179. they got it as 180. It's 179. Same stuff. 2 picks left. Let's go Keaton Mitchell. And then I'll see if my wide receiver is there at 210. That's the only thing. Because I remember looking at Wilson. All these names, I can't remember if I took them. I was talking about a big body wide receiver. Because I don't want to also then take... Oh, they took my guy off the board. Oh, the Cowboys right before me took Higgins. Oh, I swear I feel like this computer be listening to me, yo. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Ronnie Bell's not a big guy. No, he's 6'190". I'm looking for like third down. I mean, I know we got Ertz, but he can't be our only third down, red zone target. I like Justin Shorter. I think you get him in the right situation, he can be a problem. Oh, man, I wanted Elijah Higgins. 6'3", 230. I wanted Elijah Higgins. Shorter's what, 6'4", 6'5", 223. I'm gonna go Shorter. Because we got everything else. We got two edge rushers. We got our offensive line, guard and center. We got corner. Yeah, let's go Shorter. I'm going to be upset if I see that I took Wilson earlier. I know I was talking about him, but I don't know if I took it. I can't remember if I took him. Goodness gracious. That's bad. That's bad, Mose. That you didn't remember that. I didn't take him. No, I didn't. Okay. That's better. All right. That's good. So, round 1, pick 3. We take Will Anderson Jr., edge rusher out of Alabama. Round 2, pick 34. We take guard Steve Avila from TCU. They didn't like that one that much. But then we got a string of A's. Round 3, pick 66. We take center Luke Weipler from Ohio State. 30 picks later at pick 96, we take corner Travis Hodges-Tomlinson from TCU. Round 4, we get edge rusher Isaiah McGuire from Missouri. Round 5, we get linebacker Cam Jones from Indiana. Round 6, we get running back Keaton Mitchell from East Carolina. And then also in round 6, pick 212, we get wide receiver Justin Shorter from Florida. Overall grade, A-. I like it. Cardinals fans, do you like it? Do you think this is an A- draft? Do you think my grade should be higher or lower? Sound off in the comment section. Also, let me know what you would do differently. Let me know if you would go back-to-back offensive linemen in the 2nd and 3rd round. Let me know what your strategy would be. Let me know if you like this draft or didn't like this draft. Sound off in the comment section. I love interacting with all of you guys. If you are new to Mo's Knows, welcome. So glad to have you. Become a part of the Mo's Knows fam. Become a know-it-all and smash that subscription button. Give me a subscription. Throw a thumbs up on this video as well. So after you do the subscription and after you hit the thumbs up, also hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time new content drops right here at Mo's Knows. I'll throw a link in the description of all my social media accounts. You can give me a follow over on those channels as well. Love and appreciate you guys, and I will catch you in episode 4. Peace.